Oh, my goodness. Al Franken apparently has schooled... Who was that? Ted Cruz. I was going to say, who was that idiot? Ted Cruz is like, the internet is... net neutrality is Obamacare for the internet. I've had 3 now. Count them. 3 right-wingers. 1 called into my show. 2 were on the TV show last week. Exactly use that line. So clearly Frank Luntz has, or somebody like him has, focus grouped this bumper sticker. Net neutrality is like Obamacare for the internet. There is no relationship between the two. As Al Franken pointed out, Obamacare changed things. It allowed 50, 60 million people who don't have insurance to get insurance. It prevented the insurance company from screwing us, companies from screwing us, from saying, oh, you've got a pre-existing condition. Oh, you got sick? We're going to do something called rescission. We're going to dump you. It provided people with free health insurance if Medicaid if they're low income enough, or discounts on Obamacare subsidies if they're middle low income. That's what Obamacare did. Net neutrality simply keeps the internet the way it is, neutral. And Al Franken pointed out there was 3 guys in the back of a pizza shop. Now, Google had already rolled out a video product, and they were fixing to dominate the video market. They had already rolled this thing out. And these 3 guys in the back of a pizza shop came up with a better product and ate Google's lunch. This better product was called YouTube. It was 3 guys in a pizza shop. And it was so good that Google ultimately paid $1.6 billion to buy it. That innovation would not have been possible if Ted Cruz, this idiot boy child, if Ted Cruz had his way. Net neutrality is very, very simple. It's just like telephone neutrality. The phone company can't listen in on your phone conversations, and as a consequence of what you say or who you're talking to, charge you a different price or give you a different quality connection. Hey, Shano there is having a conversation with his brother. Well, that's just personal stuff. Let's cut his bandwidth down to 1 kilohertz. It'll sound scratchy and obnoxious, but at least they can hear each other. Or, he's talking to his brother. Yeah, it's family. We'll charge him 3 cents a minute. But when he's talking to Tom, hey, that's business. We're going to charge him 20 cents a minute. And have a whole army of people, or a whole bunch of, robots, computers, which is how they do it with the internet, listening to everything you say, or every place you call. You call a place of business, hey, that's a business call. That's an extra 50 cents. Every place you call, and charge you based on that. That is what the cable companies want to do to the internet. And net neutrality prevents them from doing that, which is why Comcast is fighting Comcast, Verizon, AT&T, and all of their Republican shills, and a few Democratic shills. All the people, all the politicians that Citizens United has allowed these big corporations to buy are out there like Ted Cruz going, oh, it's Obamacare for the internet. No, sorry. It's not. Net neutrality means that the internet works the same way the phone company does, which is they can't pay attention. They can't listen in on, or in this case, watch what websites you're going to and then adjust your bill based on that. Now, just like with the telephone, if you use 5,000 minutes of phone, you might end up spending $200 a month. If you only use 500 minutes of phone, you might only end up spending, $30. Usage can be metered. I mean, that's how it works with phones. That's how it works with the internet right now. That's how it would work with the internet under net neutrality. And similarly with the phone, if you want to make a long distance call, if you want to call somebody in Burkina Faso or Germany or South Africa or Beijing, it's going to cost you more than if you want to call somebody in Philadelphia. Well, similarly with the internet, if you want to be able to download large quantities of data at very fast speeds, your internet company can charge you more money for that with net neutrality. What they can't do is look at what it is you're downloading. What they can't do is say, Oh, look at that. He's downloading House of Cards. I guess we'll charge him an extra 20 cents a minute. Oh, look at that. He's downloading porn. I guess we'll charge him an extra $3 a minute. They can't do that. Just like your phone company can't listen in on your phone conversation to Beijing or Burkina Faso or wherever it is and say, oh, look at that. He's not only having a long-distance call, this would be in internet parlance, a high volume of traffic or data, but it's about this topic, so we're going to charge him. Can't do that. So, how do we get through to our media that, especially those of us who think that war is organized mass murder and organized insanity, how do we get some balance in our media? And B, how do we get through to these idiots like Ted Cruz? I mean, Ted Cruz is either deeply intellectually challenged, I don't mean that as a joke. He is either dumber than dog do, or he is a really good liar. I'm inclined to think the latter.
You're listening to the Thom Hartmann Program. Call 866-987-THOM.
But obviously, it's not just Ted Cruz. It's, the whole bunch of them that are out there spouting the lines of the big corporations who will cross their palms and buy cash.